Hi there YouTube, welcome back to the second video for this week. Now normally obviously I don't do multiple videos. I tend to, even when I do normally do something like this, I would normally just add this guy to the same video as an artillery battery or whatever. But in this particular case, this guy is a little bit special in the fact that I had to do modifications to him because there's no actual figures available to really represent them. Now this is the brigade commander for the 2nd Netherlands. I'll give you his full name. It's Major General W.F. Let's go around the sheet here just to make sure. Yeah, W.F. Graf van Bijlandt. And like I say, there was no figure available for him. So what I did was I obviously tried to do some research. I actually found more or less what I was looking for in the Osprey book, strangely enough. It does give you a description of a general's uniform in here. And also, if we go to the plates, I'll actually show you. We have a this plate here actually. So this guy here. Let me zoom out a second. So this is Rebek here. He is actually the second in command of the Corps, and if you look at the uniform of him, he's basically more or less in a single-breasted French uniform jacket that some generals wore. The epaulettes can again quite easily be the same as the French generals. Again, they have the gold accoutrements on the collar and the sleeves, just the same as a French general. They have the same breeches. The hat is more or less the same. However, we do have this sort of feather plume. And I suppose the big difference is obviously a straighter sword and short or light cavalry boots. Where a lot of French generals tend to have heavy cavalry boots on, but they're basically the main differences. So the first thing I thought of, well, the closest thing, obviously, if they resemble a French general that much, then perhaps I should be looking at getting in a few French generals to see if I can find an appropriate sort of figure that I can use. And I ended up going to Front Rank. Front Rank can make some really nice generic command figures. I ended up getting, I think I got 4 command figures, and when they came, I kind of forgot that they were the sort of single-breasted type tunic, and in the end, actually, out of the 4, only 2 actually ended up having this style of tunic. So it basically gave me 2 figures that I can use. Now this particular guy, I did some conversion on. I added the plume to his shako, as you can see. I was really happy with it actually. That's just basically a blob of plastic putty that I kind of, when it was sort of drying, it becomes almost sort of, I wouldn't quite say plasticine like, but it becomes to the point where you can actually hold it and kind of hold it and mould it with your fingers and with tools, and then sort of stick it to the hat, and that's his kind of feather plume. So although it may not be like the best feather plume ever, it does actually look pretty good. I also straightened his sword. This is all sort of basic, very basic stuff. And I think the hardest thing I did on him was actually convert his boots, because this guy came with heavy cavalry boots, which obviously go above the knee, and actually carefully and meticulously carved down the top part of the boot to give him light cavalry boots, and I think it turned out pretty damn cool in the end. So this is the guy. I think he turned out, like I say, I'm really happy with him. He's got a nice white horse. I made sure that the horse had his pink bits, because obviously white horses have got a particular pigment of their skin, and this particular horse has got pink lips, pink inside of the nostrils, pink insides of the ears, and pink around his eyelids. which is sort of basically the whiter the horse and the more sort of pinky bits he'll have around his face. Yeah, I think it turned out really cool, and overall I'm really happy with how this chap turned out. Again, base wise, he's on my basic sort of 60mm command base style. This is the base that I'd use for brigade and division commanders. It's Das Clade again, and a similar style to the artillery. And I've actually put a little bit of slate rock on just here, and purposely stuck on a couple of the bigger rocks from my sort of flocking mixture, and it just comes out with a nice little picturesque but very basic stand, which is just right for his rank, really. So that is the commander of the 1st Brigade, Major General Bijlandt. So that's the end of the video. A big thank you to a small bunch of new subscribers. Strangely enough, I've had a little bit of a sort of a stalemate where I wasn't getting any new members, but just out of the blue, 5 of you decided to subscribe, so a big thank you, and I hope you enjoy the content. And of course, always a big thank you to all of my normal subscribers who always take time to watch my over-length videos. I really appreciate it. So that sort of wraps it all up. So I hope you're all well, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Until then, bye bye.